I'm always kind of trying to find new things to use on my stereo bus. I think the stereo bus, if there is a sacred part of the mix process, I think it's the stereo bus. It's a hallowed ground that only the best of the best can make it there. I find myself using less and less, and I want to share with you what I'm currently using a lot of, and this is going to change in 6 months, but I want to give you some philosophy. I try to put my EQ as early in the process as I can, and then some plugins might have a little less headroom than others. These I don't know about, I haven't checked them out, but I don't like to have too much gain going into any one of these plugins. And so this is a mastering plugin, so to speak, from UAD. Sometimes the 200 conflicts, so I pull a little bit of that out. On this 500, I find myself using a little more 3-4-5 lately than I've ever used. I'm not sure why. So if you guys could come up with a reason, put in the comments and let me know. So that's what this is trying to do. I got this idea from Bob Horn. I use this very gently. I'll show you what it's doing. Nothing, right? Well, it is doing something. Check it without it. Very subtle. Now on the waves when this analog up is not actually adding noise as much as it's I don't know what to call it. It feels to me like it's limiting a little bit, jacked up the volume a little bit, but it's coloring the sound in a way that I like. It's subtle, so experiment with these settings. It's okay to move the meters, but I try not to get my meters much past 2 in here. Right now, it's not really doing much. And then this guy's one of my favorites from Acustica, and my friend Luca Predalesi. I just like saying Luca Predalesi. This knob here is money. Watch this. Money, 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 money. Now this guy is something new to me. My friend Michaela Canova, known worldwide as Canova. In fact, this is a preset he showed me. Check this out. This plugin allows you to determine how your clipping is going to sound once you go a little past 0. Right now we're not hitting 0, but it's still helping me shape the things that are getting close to 0. Try and visualize that in your head, these peaks. Well, you know what? Instead of visualizing it in your head, visualize it right here. Okay, see these peaks? The red ones? I'm determining how they clip. Now watch. I'm gonna say something that you guys might flame me for, which I enjoy, by the way. I think using a clipping plugin is a bit of an art form, not a technical science. And I think that those that try to make it technical and too technical are missing the point. I think it has to be artistic. I think it has to be musical. I think it has to contribute something to the mix that's going to give the listener some sort of feeling or experience that's unique. And this plugin's a good choice. Very inexpensive, by the way. And then here's the star of the show. I've spoken to you about this plugin before. I'm addicted to it. This is the LUFS setting, and this is an important number because it determines how your stuff's going to sound on Spotify and iTunes. We've talked about this plugin. Read up on LUFS. Basically, all it is a compressor feeding a limiter. The limiter is handling more transients. This is handling more of the body of the sound. And this is my little real-time analyzer that you can't see. Now, let's take a look at this and see what we're doing. So we're getting some gain. but we're also controlling the sound in a manageable way. If this went out the way it is, I'd be happy, real happy. But the rest of the world is kind of clamping us down a little bit, us guys that like things loud. So I'd probably touch it up a little bit more, maybe bring it down about a dB in volume. But right now I'm happy to let it go out loud. We'll see. So an EQ, a little coloring and possible compression of some sort, but mainly color. An EQ that gives you something more than just frequency. This thing is a monster. Check this out. So the color from here and then down here with this, the J70, what is that, J37? Those are my color, and then this is where some of the art comes in. And we got a hit song. See you on the charts.